Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the official ARK podcast here with number 323. My name's Coach MT, and I'm here live today with the core team. Your host for tonight, as always, the one and only Mr. Atlas. The floor is all yours, sir.
Thank you for the introduction, Coach Mistletoe. And folks, welcome back to another edition of the ARK Daily Podcast. This is Tuesday, September 19th. We hope that you've had a wonderful day, that you're living your best life, making your dreams come true, and getting this crypto. There's going to be a lot of getting this crypto going on. Tarot card is going to be on a tear very soon here as more and more folks hear about it. I actually had a gentleman approach today through the ArkFi official email, and I posted it here. Did you see that, Mistletoe?
I thought it was funny. Yeah, I did see that. That was funny.
He's like, can I confirm that you guys have a anonymous, no KYC card that you can, shop online and tap and pay, or is this a scam? I thought it was really funny because it is so good that it sounds too good to be true. So if you want to check that out, it's not in the pin post, but just look through my conversations today. I thought it was really, really neat. And that's what we expect. Through time, folks are going to hear it about us, whether it's to a friend or a buddy or somebody that's actively promoted it. But ideally, the best referral, in my opinion, is always somebody that's a user of the product, that has incorporated it into their daily routine, and it's just a part of their life. And this product is really for them. And no better shill than something that you use, you stand behind, and is important. Because we all know folks that are in this space, different groups. Maybe they're NFT, Bored Ape type dudes. Maybe they're just hodlers. Maybe they are interested in staking and Lido and some of these, low yield farms. Whatever it might be, everybody's always looking for alternatives for their onboarding and offboarding. So we're here to meet the demand and improve the products and expand on the product line. With that, we're a little bit short for time. We're going to do this with Speedy. So I'm going to turn it over to Brett Nordin for the updates. It's all yours, my friend.
Well, thank you. Yeah, today was all about Terra for Alex, at least in the back office, and he's making some great progress on the custom card flows. So I think we're getting close to being able to get the whole flow out. He's got the UI designed, got some coding, some hooking up to do on that. That's really the last big piece to go public with the Terra card there. So everything's looking great. Hopefully we can get some testing done the next 24 hours and see a live example and there. And then probably have an internal discussion, to take the next step and go public with Terra. But I think we've got enough data points and real world trend flow to where we've got a lot of confidence now and some card piece in place to flip the big switch. So, but if you are a DAO member and happen to be listening to the podcast, you can go ahead and order your Terra card. All of the brushed metal are available, as well as the black metal. So if you are a DAO member, you can get early access still and get your referral link in place, start getting ready to shill as we go public here. There are going to be the referral commissions available to 2 different levels, both the direct and the indirect. So if you do know an influencer and you want to be able to bring that person in, you can earn commissions both on the card purchases as well as the load fees. So exciting opportunity there. And actually, we're just talking about that today for our privacy products as well, and how we're going to structure that referral system. I think what we've done here with the Terra card, as well as the ARK card for referrals, is a great way to promote. It gives the incentive to the user to use the referral link. They get a small discount, but then also it gives the incentive to people to go out and address those lounge owners and those bigger influencers, whether that's YouTube or Instagram, Twitter Spaces, all these other leaders in the community that, whether that's on the trading side of things or on the DeFi side of things or just Bitcoin, XRP army, whatever it might be, you can bring those people in and earn a commission just by getting them to use your referral link on the front end. So great opportunity there, and I think we might expand that to the privacy products as well, since it's working so great for AirCard, and we can see the opportunity for Terra. Yeah, great meetings going on for the privacy products. Moving forward, never fast enough, but enough for us, and also ARK Lite. So looking forward to discussing more about that. But for now, that's under wraps, tightly sealed. But looking forward to sharing more on it when we can, and once we get Terra out of the way and give proper focus to that from a marketing perspective, and I think we'll be able to start loosening up a little bit on it. But that's about it for today. I think we hit all of the three big ones: Terra Card, ARK Lite, and also the privacy products. So,
yes, sir. And I think we've got a new slogan here. Instead of the compound and chill, it's probably something like shill and earn, right? Because I mean, the payments are instant. They're quite wonderful. They don't go into any type of staking. They're liquid right into your account. Go spend them on your Air card. Go spend on your Terra card, or keep the dry powder to the side, for ARK Lite. Get on the ride. So
exactly.
Yeah,
I keep thinking back.
Buy yourself a legacy NFT. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that person that had mentioned, they weren't sure why they were getting all this USDT into their wallet, and then they were thankful for the commissions that they were earning off of AirCard. So I think we'll hear the same stories on Terra Card, maybe even more, bigger ones.
Oh, I'm sure. Especially when those big whales come and load. Sheesh. Oh yeah. That's the passive income monster that is at the fingertips of really anyone that's going to get involved and go out there and get signed up, those big influencers. It's there for the taking. So we're going to see, I think, some great stories. A lot of folks coming and sharing their results, what they've been able to achieve, and it's one of those things that just keeps on going, kind of like the folks that sign up a customer for an insurance policy for 20, 30-year life insurance, term life, whatever it might be. That's money in the bank, and it just keeps paying out. Or if you're a partner at a big law firm and you bring in a huge, massive client, from my understanding, even if that partner retires and leaves the firm, they will continue to receive commissions from any business that whale of a client is doing with the firm. So passive income at its best. And I think folks know we're here for the long term. We're here to continue to build and bring utility, true revenue, and yield, and show the space what it's about, what we can achieve here, where everybody gets to win. So thank you, Mr. Brett. I'll let you go. I know that
you're welcome.
That you're out in the wilderness. We'll take it over from here and do this.
Yeah, I'll be hanging out. I'll be hanging out as long as I can, and then they're gonna yell at me for using all the gas.
Don't worry, man. Save it. Save some of the gas. It's very expensive right now. But thank you for coming. All right, brother. Take care.
Before you go, Brett, I just wanted to say I just got my Terra card in the mail. I literally just checked just this morning, and there it was sitting in my mailbox. So let's go. Get to load it up. Spend some crypto. And you were not joking. Well, holy, it is hefty. Compared to the crypto.com card, it is it is pure metal. You have not even joking. It has got some weight to it.
You could turn it into a ninja star.
You really could. Yeah, you could do damage with this thing.
That's great.
Let's
So happy
go.
to
It's a
hear.
true,
I
true
tell you,
utility, true utility card.
I tell you, who isn't receiving their card? Unfortunately, folks, our friend Mr. Big. Mr. Big, I went and find out for you. Can you hear us? I know you're here, but I want to make sure that you're here listening before I share the information gathering that I did for you. Went down the
Yeah,
rabbit hole.
I'm
All
carrying
right, but
something. Okay,
okay.
go ahead.
The reason you're not getting your card is because when you submitted your KYC, instead of a utility bill, you send us a picture of a card.
I did what?
You send us a picture of a bank card.
Well, that thing is so confusing what to do.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna set you up with Coach Mistletoe. You guys are pretty much in the same time zone, and he'll walk you through it. It's very simple, but yeah, be careful. Don't be sending people your your card information, man. That, we're good people. Where we deleted that, but be careful out there. But he'll walk you through it, man. He'll walk you through
Okay,
it,
and
right,
then
Coach Mistletoe?
yesterday I took a picture of my bank statement and it said I had to do it
Okay.
in the PDF. It wouldn't take it.
We'll
No,
get
no,
you
no.
sorted out.
Yeah, it's not PDF. On the contrary, it's a picture. But dude, we got the white gloves, Mr. Big. You know that by now. Nobody gets left behind, and you're going to get that concierge service. We're going to get you through it,
All right.
so that way
Just shoot me a DM there, Mr. Big.
teach other people. That way you could teach other people as well.
Yeah, because I didn't understand where it says you got to put the date it started. Well, how do you know when your bank statement started?
It's the issue date. It's the date that you received the letter,
What letter?
like the bank statement. So it's like if your bank statement was for August 1st, that would be the date you put down there.
Okay, well then when I scanned it, or I mean I did it and then I put it, I saved it and then I tried to load it and it said it had to be in a PDF form.
Oh, strange. We'll get you sorted out. We'll hop on a call and walk you through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, guys. We're going to get this sorted. So, congratulations. Big excitement over there. Mr. MP.
Let's go.
Sheesh. All right. You felt the weight of it. You felt the weight.
Oh, yeah.
Quality. Chips in there, nicely inserted. Looking very flush. I definitely imagine. So we're good to go, man. Now, have you loaded yet? Have you been through the loading process, Coach Mistletoe?
I literally, just as I was, as we were hopping the podcast, I remembered,
Okay.
I should look where it was. And I looked at my mail and it was there. So I haven't got the chance yet, but that's next step.
Cool. Okay. Fantastic. So let's see here. We have already done Brent Nordin. Let's see if let's do a quick. Does anybody have a question or a comment before we move on to the Sparky? Let's see here. All right. So let's go ahead and pull up the Sparky. And I hope you have a great experience loading up the card. There is a detail, something that I did want to share with you good folks. Because we were on with the banks in our testing, we're seeing that the bank has implemented a new rule for security where they're allowing a withdrawal at the ATM. The max limit per transaction is 1K, and on a daily basis, you can only take 2K. So that would be two $1,000 transactions. Now, the thing that they've implemented, where we've been really fighting with them about this all day, with the implementation of what they're doing, they're only allowing a withdrawal of 60% of your balance per transaction. So let's say you have $1,000. You cannot take the full 1,000 in one transaction. You'd have to take the 660%. That you could do, and then the remaining 400% of the next transaction, you would only be able to take 60% of that as well. So you'd have to do several transactions unless you'd have a higher balance. Let's say you'd have a $4,000 balance loaded up. Then you could do your, or I think maybe 3,500 would probably qualify. I'd have to do the math on it. But you would be able to do the 2 transactions for $1,000 each. So we're having a bit of an argument with them. They're explaining to us that this is for fraud and security. We don't like that measure. We would want the ability to withdraw at the ATM, understanding the limits of 1,000 per transactions, two 1K transactions per day, 20K per month on each card, being able to withdraw. So we'll keep you up to date on that. But it's something we're not very, very happy with. But in the interest of transparency, we'd love to keep you guys always updated as to everything that's going on. You can still use it at every ATM in the world, shop online. It's just that limit of 60% of your balance, that for the folks that are using lower amounts, let's say you've got $500 in there, and you want to just take it all out in one transaction, which is I believe the right way that the system, that's how it used to work when we signed all of our contracts. Now, obviously, it has taken us time to be able to build out all the API and the front end and everything that we've incorporated into this, the credit card printer with the lasers and the boxing and set up all the infrastructure. But now that we're in that phase, we have live accounts and we're going to the ATM and seeing where it works, getting all the feedback, which by the way has been quite fantastic as far as the functionality of the card. Outstanding. We did notice that issue and questioned about that. So let's see here. Does anybody have a question or a comment about that? It is I think an important, vital point. But let's see if anybody wants to comment on that. Do you guys see yourselves doing a lot of ATM withdrawals or using it more for online?
I mean, $2,000 a day is still a pretty healthy amount, if you ask me.
Right. And you could take it out in those 2 transactions, but you would need to have, you would need to be having a deposit if you want to take out the 2,000 that would equal less than 60% of your balance.
Right. Definitely not a problem for me. And I think the average consumer, it's definitely not an issue.
Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, I don't like the part of if you have a small balance, you're going to only be able to take it out. I mean, you could take everything out technically, right? And I think you get, I have to look again, but I think it's 5 ATM transactions per day. But it's that every time you do that, you're incurring fees. And those aren't fees, by the way, that we're making here at ARK. Those are fees that the bank is making. We don't make fees from the actual transactions. We make fees from the loading and the selling of the card. That's it. So it doesn't benefit the project and us and our revenue in a positive manner. I just think it's a nuisance and a pain in the butt for the folks that are trying to access their cash. If you have your card loaded with $600, I want to be able in one transaction to take it all out. It's my money, right? Why force me to do several transactions? But it's good to see the different points of view. We understand, folks, that when we're dealing with banks, you kind of have to adjust and you have to deal with what they give you. And the terms say, hey, we can adjust things according to what they want to do. And we're fortunate to have this relationship, as we understand. I mean, it's not an accident that we arrived at this. I've been trying to do this for 3 years. The banks that I was talking to 3 years ago to do a program like this they won't even talk to us nowadays. They don't want to be involved with crypto. This is Wild West stuff for them. We're 3 years ago, man. I mean, I've introduced Brett to some of these big companies, and you know, they were very happy to work with us 3 years ago. But now, when we've, you know, went back, I think when we started a project and a little bit earlier than that, I brought Brett and introduced him. They were like, "Hey, Atlas, you know, when you were here 3 years ago, it was a very good time, but this was even before the FTX thing had, let me see, was it before or after? I'm trying to recall. I think it was actually before. Brett, do you remember if we were talking with the guys in California, the bankers out there? Was it before the FTX debacle? It was before.
I feel like it was just before, but I'm sure it's gotten worse since then. And even then,
Yeah.
we would talk to one. We would have a introduction call or something, and then the follow-up meeting would be, "Oh, we're no longer offering that," or "Oh, we're going out of business," or "We're shutting that program down." So it was like, you know, jumping from one lily pad to the next. And yeah, we were fortunate to find the partner that we do have, and I think that the number of these programs available is going to remain this way until they're really, you know, the bigger banks get adoption. But then that's not going to really be, you know, DeFi as we know it, is in terms of bringing crypto in and out the way we're doing it now. So that's a much different deal. Yep.
The price to pay to have that layer of not being reported on and DNA samples sent on over to the IRS and you know, your local government. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys that update. But I do get your point of view, Coach Mistletoe, and that everyone is so flush, and even the folks that actually it does benefit the folks that actually have a bigger balance. They're not going to run into any of those hurdles. They could do those 2 transactions, take their 2K, and have their best day. I'm more concerned about the little guy that is going to have to do several transactions to be able to take whatever he has in the balance. So anyway, moving forward, thank you for your input, Coach MT. Let's go ahead and let's bring center stage our good friend, the Sparky. Are you ready for the Sparky, Coach MT?
Oh yeah, we're ready.
And I think we've got an all-time high in gains for the Sparky.
Let's go. 915.39 ARK. Big pot. Let's go.
Sheesh. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and release the beast gains today. So let's sit back and enjoy.
Let's get this crypto.
Let's get this crypto.
Let's get this crypto.
Let's
Let's get this crypto.
All right, all right, all right. We need to add more gas, but it's going to go through right now. And there it is. Today's lucky winner, their wallet ends in B457. They won 823.96 ARK, and they are the first time winner, folks. Sheesh. Nitro Boost feels so good. And the MVP, of course, their wallet ends in 71C4. They've taken 91.55 ARK of the boost. Shout out to them. So easy to be an MVP. And folks, I believe that's going to do it for us today. It's a short pod. We are going to stick around, do some Q&A. We don't have our good friend, Mr. Z. He's over in Asia. He did join us last night. Shout out to Z for joining us. He brought the alpha, brought out the charts, the Bitcoin, told us what's happening out there. And we look forward to seeing when we get him in here next for another edition of the ARK DeFi sessions, which are so popular, so in demand. We also want to remind you that we're going to be back tomorrow, as we do every day, 4 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. UTC. Be good to each other, take care of yourselves, and don't forget to enjoy the magnificent ride on this spaceship we call planet Earth. See you soon.